Hey, what's good, YouTube family, man? This your guy DJ Blessone. Salute to everybody for clicking in and watching in. We're gonna be discussing the situation I seen on No Jumper once again regarding the Poetik Flakko situation. We rarely make videos on this dude. I think we talked about him once in like a year. It was over a viral situation with 16. Flakko, salute to you. I ain't never said nothing bad about you. I don't have no beef with you or No Jumper. Let's do a disclaimer before we start with this video. I rock with the No Jumper podcast since XXXTentacion. I'm a Broward County dude. And I felt like what Adam No Jumper do, it helps certain communities. So I'll never be no hater like that. But you can't get me not to, you know what I'm saying, speak my honest opinions about certain goofy situations, antics, just embarrassing things that I've been seeing run amok on these social media platforms. But let's carry on. Now, if y'all don't know what's going on, No Jumper recently just did a video a couple of hours ago where one of Poetik Flakko's former, I'll say, classmates in Philly kind of went on No Jumper today to expose him as being from there. And y'all probably thinking, what's the exposing about that? Well, clearly Flakko claims and says he's from North Dakota, and being from North Dakota, I guess, would be contradictions because this classmate is saying he's a Philadelphian, whatever you call it. My thing to that is, first of all, regardless if it's true or not, when you're a co-host, and I'm gonna use boss too, no disrespect, Adam, because I clearly heard Almighty Suspect claim that this is coming from the boss, the head honcho. It's either Adam or Josh, but I'm gonna be sure it's Adam. But anyways, they claim that the classmate is saying all this. In my eyes, shouldn't this situation be something that's discussed behind the scenes and kept behind the scenes as far as what y'all do? And if you guys do have to intervene and look as Flakko as something as a bad shadow for the company, then you'll let him go and then have this public press conference or whatever. We had to let Flakko go because he's a liar. But y'all made this man come on air to address a so-called classmate who's clearly chasing clout, who's claiming that Flakko lied about everything. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it does look hella weird because I'm a fair dude and I'm unbiased. It looks hella weird because, for one, Flakko is like, the dude is lying because Flakko was there from, I think Flakko said, I think he said only 3 years, 8th grade to 10th grade. But the guy is saying Flakko, who's known as Frederick, who's been there from middle school all the way through his whole high school career. So right here, it's more, who do you believe? I'm not gonna lie, Flakko also sounds believable as well. The only thing that makes him look a little bit suspect in his situation, and no pun intended to Almighty, but what makes Flakko look suspect is you don't really bring up your Philly roots, because I seen how you defended yourself where you brought up a certain interview, 1 or 2 interviews. I'm not gonna lie to you, Flakko, that's not really bringing up your roots. And then you use it as a phrase where you went to a funeral in Philadelphia. There's no way I'm gonna think you have a whole lot of families because you went to one funeral at this particular state. So that should have been something you embrace more, that I stayed for a couple of years in Philadelphia. But I do agree with Flakko where he doesn't look at himself as being from Philadelphia because he's still standing 10 toes. Majority of his life, he's been from North Dakota. And I kind of somewhat agree with him. I've lived in multiple states and cities, but I was born and raised in Broward County, Florida. So it's like somebody saying you from Atlanta and you know you're a Broward County dude. So it's one of them things that's not really a big deal. I'm looking at it as another piece of the puzzle that's added to the fiasco that's been going on with Poetik Flakko since he has been at No Jumper. Has he been entertaining? Check mark, yes. Has he been bringing in views? Somewhat. Some people might say otherwise, but I say he has. Has he been going viral? Yes. But here's where I really start on this video. I just have to do all that little extra so people can understand where my mindset is. This whole situation with Flakko is about to veer left if it hasn't already did, as far as your soul, the one entity that you have left that gives you reason of even being or even existing. Now, this fame thing people chase. A lot of people been telling me, bro, do you hate on Flakko? I seen a comment where you were critiquing his DJ Academic situation. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I don't hate on this guy at all. I spoke with him once on Clubhouse, once or twice, and he spoke good of me. I don't know how he feels about me now since that 16 shot him situation, because I told the truth. I felt like he was coming at 16 a little bit, but Flakko redeemed himself by showing proof that Bad Man Kevo was telling the truth, that them dudes who went to 16 shot him was the real rats. I applaud him for that. But other than that, I critique what I see fits without being bitter towards nobody, without hating on nobody. And that's one thing about Flakko. He'll he'll feel a certain way about people who actually defend him, people like me. I stay defending this guy. On this video, I'm not going to defend him or even like beef. Like, that's creepy, bro. I actually want Flakko to win. If y'all don't know, he feels like a little brother spiritually, you know what I mean? But it's like Academic says, man, how do you root for a guy who won't even stand up for himself? At that point, you don't even want him to say your name. Not me, but Academics, where I could have agreed, because the No Jumper crew has been embarrassing this dude for damn near a year now. However long he's been on No Jumper, people are arguing with me and telling me it's not a year, but it feels like a year. And who cares if it's not a year? We know it's been at least 10 months he's been there, 10 months or more. And this thing's been, and if it's not, I don't care if it's been 1 month. However long y'all say Flakko been there, it's been long enough of his sheer embarrassment and entertainment for others. He's been the No Jumper court jester. And what damages his brand is the fact that he has highly intelligent interviews when he does with certain people, such as the likes of Tyreek, the likes of I can't say the dude who's part of the Nation of Islam, minister, forget about it. It doesn't even matter. But you guys get what I'm saying. That side of Flakko shows that he has a talent, that he can bring the best out of certain professional, you know, that type of lane of interviewing style. But where he falls short is these type of mockeries where his own co-hosts and peers make fun of him. Now, some people are going to tell me that it's because he tried to cancel them, that's why they're doing this to Flakko. And I can tell those people, I can tell you've been watching this show probably a week ago, which you're invalid in speaking on this topic. They've been really going in on Flakko for damn near since he's been there, and maybe it's his fault. I'm not out here to make No Jumper crew look like bad individuals. I don't know what goes on when the camera is off. You feel what I'm saying? I would never get on here to be like they're evil people, they're bad. Nah, but at what point do you call being bullied or being ridiculed, whatever, whichever the case is? It's embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. And I don't care how No Jumper feels or Poetik Flakko feels, because I've already started this video giving both sides respect. But I am a individual. I'm self-made. I'm independent. I'll be damned if I do what Flakko did to get put on. You had to go to this group of people and entity to build yourself. Nothing wrong in that if it goes away where people can see you in a light that fits your narrative of being known as a journalist, or AKA you say you have a dream where you don't even want to do this hip-hop shit. I pay attention to everything. My thing is why you're even in this business, because you're like, I don't want to be known as a hip-hop journalist. I forgot what you said you wanted to do, but my thing is you're basically calling your own self a culture vulture. You feel me? Admitting you're just basically using this to level up over here. And no disrespect to you, Flakko, people like you can't really get 100% respect from me, because you don't even have the passion for this field that you're in. I was like baffled that you even said anything like that. You're out here telling the world that you don't really want to be known as a hip-hop journalist. You don't want to. So it's like, why even cover this? Why even do commentary on this? So sometimes you dig a hole for your own self. Once again, it's hard to defend a guy like you. But at the same time, I'm using this video for others who want to be famous to look at you as an example. Do you guys really want the fame that Flakko got? Yes, he's famous in a certain way, but you tarnish your brand. If you leave the No Jumper crew, I'm pretty sure certain people would either hire you or put you around, but it would just be to be a punching bag. Take my advice. I've been in this YouTube sector for years. I know you're going to look at my platform as big as it is, and you're going to be like, this platform shows you only been on here since 2018. That's false. Everybody with a name will tell you DJ Blessone been here for well over a decade, multiple platforms, super facts. You can't just get over that. You know what I mean? These are things that just been going on for a while now. So I have a right to tell you, bruh, you tarnish your brand, bro. I mean, there's always a chance you can level up and build yourself again. But the way you're gonna have to dig yourself out of the name you've given yourself is gonna take at least 3 to 5 years, if not at all, bro. And I want people to learn from what you're going through. Your own peers have tried to expose you on numerous occasions. This one was the final call. Like, whether, I don't know if what they did to you today was a joke, but if it's not a joke, I think this is the final nail in the coffin. Not that you're gonna get fired by them, not that you're gonna quit, none of that. I'm talking about where folks is gonna look at it as a sad situation now. Before it was laughable, before people just thought it was you and the crews joking on each other, you know, roasting. Before it was just like, I don't want to be that guy. Now it's like, bruh, you're gonna be used as an example for everybody on what not to do when chasing this fame stuff, bruh. If you have kids one day, they're gonna have to watch this and watch their dad be ridiculed, be mocked. There's something really weird when your own boss allowed this to go on air. Some guy that we don't even know, who's now gonna get 15 minutes of fame for exposing you. And this is what you're gonna have to sit and live with. Your own peers did this to you. Not even peers, your own co-workers, individuals you wake up every day with, pause, meaning that you go to work with, you go to war with. I seen you defend them more than they defend you. I've seen your haters who criticize you on the platform openly talk about how your co-workers do not like you. Several of them, not just 16, have said this and echoed the same sentiments for a while now and say nobody over there likes you. They could be lying. You know what I'm saying? Because many people would say anything, but god damn, none of these individuals know each other and all have the same situation. Could it be rhetoric? It could be. But at what point do we say things that are substantial enough can be converted into pure facts? Pure facts, my guy. You're out here embarrassing yourself. I'm gonna be like a father to you, bruh. It's like a jollof that's not cooked right. It just ain't right. And that's your basically entire career right now, as far as what the public look at you at. Now, when I look at you, I see a smart, articulate individual or whatever, but you're passive aggressive. You don't stand up for yourself, and you're looking to dick ride any niggas like DJ Academics. I don't know if it's helping you or what, but you love to give these dudes props. And here's another thing, Flakko, just my suggestion. And no, it's not because I want to interview from you. I've stated this numerous times. I doubted I'll ever take an interview with no jumper. It would have to be on my demands, and it would have to be on my area, because I've seen too many fuck shit happen on that platform where, no disrespect to nobody, I don't, as a military vet and as a dude from a certain neighborhood, I'm not going to that type of environment with what I've seen been going on as far as the physical violence part. You feel me? So I'd rather everybody be safe and I don't go there. So when I say this, you have interviewed people who I've never seen defended you. You continuously stand up for certain people and interview people and bring them to the No Jumper platform who have a name. I would think when you're getting ridiculed the way you're getting ridiculed, those people would use their platform to come to your aid, but they don't. So my thing is, why you're always trying to interview people who probably will be laughing at you as well. And not only that, it's like people go out their way to defend you way too much. My thing is, I'm feeling just like DJ Academics. Big acts. If you can't even stand up for yourself, what's the purpose of me even doing a video like this? And it was actually sad on the video of you speaking to Lush, One, Almighty, and Gina, because number one, you can see all the hate that three of them have for you, and I fuck with all three of them. I rock with Gina. I've been rocking with Lush, One since I've been in the battle rap community, so I'll say I've been rocking with Lush, One for at least 13 years or longer, more than that, probably 15 years to 20 now. He's been in the community forever, but I have nothing against any of them. It's clearly not Almighty Suspect as well, because I didn't say nothing against him when he did what he did to Kelpie. Salute to Almighty. But you, my guy, bro, I don't know, my guy. It's like, at what point do a man keeps degrading himself to chase chump change? Because I don't care how much you're getting paid. To the rest of the world, it's probably good money. But to a dude like me, forget about the money I make up and down, because I do make a lot on YouTube up and down when I choose to work, because I be lazy, because I'll get other money. But anyways, the money that they pay you to degrade yourself the way you degrade yourself, I would have to call it chump change. Even if you tell me you get paid $200,000 by Adam, that's chump change. Hell, even if they pay you $500,000 yearly, bruh, you've degraded yourself to the point of damn near no return or coming back. I've heard a sadness in your voice as you were speaking to Lush One, and he was basically just going through this interview as if you were in an interrogation room, bruh. And you can hear you're telling them, I've been going through a lot, man. Some things I don't even tell you guys. And they were really talking over you. They were having their own little outside bar conversations while you were trying to speak intimately about what you were going through. It's like you can see right there, damn near none of your employees have respect for you. Maybe AD is a solid individual. I don't be criticizing AD, but I think maybe out of everybody, AD might have some type of respect for you. But I'm damn sure 98% of your peers and employees, co-workers, if you should be able to get fired right now or something even bad happens to you, they may not say it public, or they've been saying, I think they'll say it publicly because they've been saying it publicly, but behind the scenes, bruh, folks in them couldn't wait to see you get out the way, bro, because you're something that's in the way for other people's success. Not that you did anything bad, because you have a voice that's like an earthquake out here. You shaking things, Flakko. You're making a name for yourself, whether good or bad. So I can see certain peers and employees being jealous of that. Co-workers can't wait to see you out the paint, especially after the stunt you pulled of trying to you did cancel the show you had with Gina, Lush, and Almighty. So now things got more extra. Folks are being more turned up. They used to go at you, but it'll be a little bit here. It'll be subliminally. Now they always been open with certain hatred for you, but now it's just seem more turned, bruh. Almighty is making sure the world know you won't even look at him in the eye. And once again, you could have sat there physically with all of them, but you choose not to do so. And I do believe because you're uncomfortable with the likes of Gina, with the likes of Lush and Almighty. Because Lush, I don't know if he's the one who started a rumor about you being stank. The whole world did not need to know you smell, bro, whether it's true or not. I remember growing up like around, I'll say 4th grade to 7th grade. You know, I'm going through puberty and stuff, and I matured. My body matured, not physically, but just, you know, like hair and all that in my body. So I started smelling musky growing up a little bit because I played sports a lot. I'm sweating a lot, and I did wear deodorants, but, you know, I have a grown man genetics as a kid, so I'm thinking maybe you go through that, but I've never went through what you went through as a grown man. You're talking about the age of 12, 11, 10, bro. You're like 24, 25, and every time I turn no jumper on, someone is talking about you smelling or whatever, and it's like it seemed normal for you to go through this. I don't know, man. At what point does the court jester turns up and says, I want to be like Pinocchio and turn into a real boy? Because it's like folks look at you as a cliche, and once you get looked at as a cliche, it's almost damn near no coming back from that. So however you fix and salvage your career, I support it, brother. But man, I can't no longer defend a man who allows this, who at some point I'm gonna have to start saluting the people who come at you. I don't even respect Sinful to P, but you make him seem like a philosopher, the great philosopher of this generation, just based on your antics, Flakko. I'm not gonna lie. You're giving powerful statements of you going through a lot, and I'm gonna be honest, Flakko, this is not saying you're gonna do this, but I've worked at the post office before, and I see how these dudes are under a lot of stress. So no wonder majority of the people who's been serial killers in this country of United States of America have been United States postal workers. And my mind is, I'm feeling like this is a Jerry Seinfeld episode and you're Newman. But Newman had some testicles. Newman let his sack hang out. No disrespect to you, Flakko. Newman would never let a group of people ridicule him the way you've been ridiculed. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm afraid if your employees, this wasn't a joke, this was really a way of them trying to expose you, I feel like this is gonna end up bad. I feel like you're gonna come to work one day and tell everybody we need to have a meeting, and next thing you know, this meeting is gonna go viral and it's gonna be on CNN, ABC, you feel me? Whatever these big national network companies are, and Fox News, all that. And the news we're gonna hear is Flakko did something stupid at work today that everybody's gonna be crying about. And y'all know what I'm trying to allude to. I don't want to say it before the YouTube guidelines, but I'm now it's not funny anymore. Now it's not a laughable situation anymore. There's nothing funny about it. The way your employees, your boss, not employees, but the way your co-workers and people, the way they come at you is to the point where I'm afraid for you. I'm like, bruh, don't do it, Flakko. Whatever you're gonna do, don't hurt anybody and don't hurt yourself, my man. I'm not even laughing when I say that. I'm not even, because I see when people do laughing through pain, they laugh to hide their pain. And that's you, my guy. Like, I don't know what advice I can give you, but I can just tell you, bruh, are you sure you're ready for this lifestyle, bruh? You might think you're built for it, but your actions say otherwise. Because if you were built for this, you would say something to defend yourself, my guy. At this point, it's damn near a scary, sad situation. It is. And to the No Jumper crews in them, you guys might very right have your own reasons for why y'all come at Flakko. Maybe to you guys, he deserves all of this. I don't know. I'm not with you guys when the camera is off, and I'm not Flakko's fucking superhero. I would never wear a cape for a grown-ass man that God gave him 2 sacks to stand on his own. You feel me? I rock with the whole No Jumper crew. But this is my thing to you guys, from big brothers to, yeah, I'm not little brothering you guys, but I'm just saying, keep y'all heads on the swivel. I've seen a lot of shady things in Iraq when I was in the military, or even when I was in my duty stations. When the motherfucker is getting bullied, even if you guys don't think you're bullying him, just listen to me. When a dude has everybody against him, everybody speaking on him, just believe me. When you guys come to work and he's around, make sure you guys are paying extra close attention to him. Just like my chain of command will tell me, you know what they do to a soldier in the military? Because we all have an M16, an M4, an M203, or whatever license that you've got authorized to use from the armory down range. What we do to each other when a soldier going through this type of stress with his wife or the guys around him, or something he can't handle, we take the bolt out of his M16 or whatever weapon he has to make sure this dude, and we don't let him know. Yes, we've done that downrange in the military, just because if something happens, this dude can't hurt nobody. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying to everybody, including Flakko and everybody at No Jumper, at this point, what I just seen last night, a couple of hours ago, how a former classmate of Flakko is exposing him, and the platform all joined in behind his classmate to help expose Flakko. Or even if they claim they were only helping Flakko so they can, make sure Flakko stop this so-called classmate. Nah, bro. The rest of the world, we know what we've seen. Maybe it was not intentional, but yes, that platform helped people to expose Flakko. I'm sorry, what I just seen, it's embarrassing, bro. From you being stink all the way to this, my guy, it's time to just do your own thing, bro. I mean, for the No Jumper platform, salute to them, so we can stop looking at a clown show. It's good for them to go their own way. For Flakko, for us not to keep feeling bad and seeing this sad. Because when I watch No Jumper, I want to see hilarious things. I want to be entertained. All them guys at No Jumper do a great job at entertaining all of us. But for some reason, the only videos I can watch of Flakko is when he's not around no co-workers. In other words, just do your own thing, because anytime you're around any of your co-workers, it's uncomfortable to watch you, nigga. I have nothing against them. They're very entertaining, and Flakko is entertaining, but when you're together with that brand itself, I just think of you being stained. I just think of the spit. There's just everything, bro. Now this classmate exposing you, bro, I'm thinking of you not having a real girlfriend. It's too much, my guy. It's too much. At this point, man, I'm gonna leave y'all off with, man, look, if you don't have a sense of pride in who you are, man, what's the point of living? Look, man, I'm your guy, DJ Blessone, man. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. I would like somebody to understand that Blessone don't have no hatred with this video. At this point, it's just kind of pathetic and sad, man. It is. It's pathetic and sad at this point. Blessings to everybody involved in this sad fiasco.